Well, this is a mini saga about shed building, and that's it behind me now. The shed is now built. I'll just say one or two things that occurred to me in the process. When drawing the line you're going to nail on, use the actual piece of wood that you'll be putting underneath. So this is on top of the floor. These woods are going to be nailed underneath. And I've numbered the wood and numbered the line because the wood will not be dead straight. Oh, that's pretty straight. It's likely to have a curve in it, and so if you draw the line against a piece of wood, you'll get the curve. If the timber is numbered, then as you're nailing in, your line will follow that curve and your nails will be spot on down the centre of the wood all the way along, no matter how much it twists and turns, because you've used the actual wood you're nailing in to draw the curve. Be careful, because the wood is flexible. If you nail it one end and it's not totally friction free, as you try and move the other end, it will curl it, which might be a good or a bad thing. Well, I'm hoping this is going to be worthwhile. It's certainly helped me erect the triangular gable end. This piece of wood here is not supplied with the shed, so it's an extra Slater's lath or lat. It's heavy duty Slater's lat, nominally 2 by 1 inch, and I've cut it so that it just finishes about there. Screwed it vertically onto there before putting the triangular part on. Start a screw in here so you don't have to hold the screw, so it's already started in there, and then when you get the triangular end seated and meshed up and the tongue and groove properly engaged, then you can push that screw in a little bit. It will then hold that steady while you put the screws, as they say, into there, and I think that makes for a stronger end. The other thing is wind bracing. Where I'm in a windy place, but anywhere it's not windy, and what it means is that provides a means by which I can attach the roof when it's on by some mechanism through the wall down to the floor. Not sure how we do that yet, but it's there ready. At this end, where the doors go, I'm just going to start the screws into the wood, so I'm not having to hold the screws and hold the triangular end piece at the same time. Then when I've got it up, I can just drive the screws home. So my first job is going to be to start 4 screws through this wood here, and then position the triangular gable end piece. The other thing that I've done while I've got the video running is added an extra lat on the inside of the roof. You see, that's quite a span, and I've felted a shed roof before, and the roof is only made up a 1/2 inch oriented strand board. Gave a little bit, and I thought, you know what, I want it to be stiffer, and so I've stiffened that up. And my other plan is, once it's up, is to put a bracing piece on the inside. It's not quite halfway down because I wanted that well up out of the way. This will be the top edge. I'll show you later when the shed is built, but I've put that on now. I don't know if you can hear, but it's quite windy up here where I've put the shed, and overnight it was very windy, and I'm sure that's not the peak of winds. It's just a windy place because it's the top of a hill and exposed, and so I'm going to spike the shed down into the ground with some lengths of rebar, reinforcing bar. That is the bar on the inside. I've already knocked it a few feet into the soil underneath, and I'm going to see how far I can knock it down.